guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a video that has been requested for a while. It's a tutorial on how I do my brows. So this tutorial is particularly useful if you have really bushy full brows like mine, and maybe you just haven't had a chance to get them shaped in a while, or you just don't want to shape them. This tutorial is going to show you how to get a really defined and arched look anyway. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment down below what you think, and give this video a thumbs up. In terms of tools, when I'm doing my brows, I use these 4 tools that you can see here. Sorry I'm shaking them around so much, I didn't realize you guys wouldn't be able to see, but it's just a spoolie, 2 slanted brushes, and then a stiff blending brush. So I first of all go in with the spoolie and I just brush my brows just to try and make them neater and make sure that there's no stray hairs that are like incredibly out of place. So the first step I'm going to do is to highlight my brows, and I use my LA Go Pro Concealer in the color Fawn and this slanted brush thing. So I'm just going to first of all trace out a shape underneath my brow and just make it as neat as possible and make the line as straight as possible, and then eventually just keep adding more to that. Then we're gonna go in and do the same thing on the top, so just covering all the hairs that are outside the shape that we want. And the reason I'm adding so much concealer outside of like the outline of my brows is because if you have just one line, then it's harder to do the blending, which we're going to do in a second, and it can look really harsh even underneath your foundation. But if you've made it a little bit thick, it makes it sort of easier and smoother when you blend it out. So to blend in the concealer, I'm taking this stiff blending brush, and the reason I'm using a stiff blending brush is because I want to be careful to make sure that the concealer doesn't go into the lines that we made around the brow, so that it still keeps the shape that we gave it. So I'm just gently blending it in, making sure that I'm not being too hard or too rough with it, so I don't go over that line. It does look like I'm being harder than I was because I sped up this clip a bit, because I do like to take my time to blend it in to make sure that I don't mess up the lines. So to fill in my brows, I'm going to take this smaller slanted brush and my ABH Dipbrow pomade in the color dark brown, and I just start off first of all drawing a line on the top of my brow, and I try to follow just underneath the line where I drew my concealer. And if you guys can notice, you'll see that when I did it on the top, I kind of made the arch part a little bit high, because we're going to go and fix the bottom part to match it and make my brow more arched than it is naturally. But you just draw the outline and then fill it in, and make sure you don't fill in the front part so you get a little bit of that fade. So next we're going to take our concealer and our concealer brush again, and you're just going to try and find the part of your brow underneath that's directly underneath the place where you created that bit of extra arch, and you're just gently going to start like bit by bit adding some concealer just to push up the arc underneath from the bottom, so it becomes more arched than it is normally, and then you just want to smooth it out. And then you just take your stiff blending brush again and blend it out to make sure that the concealer is smooth. And it's really important that you keep your concealer smooth so that it lays well underneath your foundation. And then I usually go back in one more time with the pomade and just redraw the lines to make sure that the shape is really well defined. So that is how I do my brows, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do feel free to comment down below what next you guys would like to see from me, or any other particular tutorials that you want me to do, and I will see you guys next week.